Hi lovelies, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors with your full moon reading for August. Don't forget to get your crystals and your tarot cards and anything else magical that you use, your wands, and anything else that you use magically. Get those out, get them charged up, and these will be out right up until Thursday evening, although the full moon I think is at its peak about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not a challenge for the full moon, please. Okay, we have 2 challenges for the full moon. Have a foundation, please, for the full moon reading. A foundation, please, for the full moon reading. Card that's going into the past for the collective around the full moon, please. The card that's going into the past for the collective, thank you. Have thoughts and feelings for the collective for the full moon, please. I'm going to take both of those as there's a lot of you. Let's push her back a bit. And can I have a future card for the collective for the full moon? What's going to happen between the August full moon and the September full moon, please? Thank you. Okay. So, to start the reading off, we have the Page of Chalices. Now, the page usually brings messages, and the message this is bringing the collective is, it's your art, it's your craft, whether you paint, draw, write, illustrate, make games, it doesn't matter what your thing is. This is your current position, this is what you're doing, this is what you enjoy. And you're taking great pride and time out to do what gives you this great joy. Now, the challenges, you've got the 6 of Chalices. Now, when I normally see this card, I see the celebrations of past times, an easier time of being, a childhood, picnics and reminiscing. So there may be, as a challenge, there may be either you're juggling children at the moment and trying to get your art and craft or whatever it is that you do for your own pleasure. You may be juggling children, but you may also be thinking back and kind of like discussing with somebody some memories that maybe you've got different memories to other people around the same issue. So just be a little bit aware that other people have their own memories, their own perspective. We all come from different perspectives around memories, and just kind of like remember that you need to stand in your own truth but not hurt anybody while you're doing it. So it is a challenge because it's a bit of a balance going on around this issue. But if it's you trying to balance children and you still want to get your artwork done, your writing done and all of that, take them on a picnic. Do what you did when you was a child. Take them for a bear hunt down the woods, or go and gather seashells off the seashore, or whatever it is that you feel that will help you balance those children out, especially in the summer holidays, because it takes up a lot of your time. But if you make it as exciting for them as it should be peaceful for you to do your thing, then yeah, I would take the challenge and take them out somewhere. And it doesn't have to cost anything. Just bring a few sandwiches and a bottle of water in a carrier bag or a basket or whatever, and just take them out somewhere. Kids have the most amazing time when they're given ditches, woodlands, beaches, all of that sort of thing. Just be careful with safety things, but then kids are a bit resilient about that as well, and we're a bit obsessed with health and safety, I suppose. So the other challenges, and I think that some of you are juggling children and juggling how you want to be in the future. And I think that what you want to be in the future is you want to be doing your love, your art, your craft, your whatever that is, whether it's writing, whether it's painting, it doesn't matter what it is. But you have done your apprenticeship around this, and now you want to be earning some money in making this. And you know, we all need to pay the bills at the end of the day. So I think the challenge for the collective is, how do you bridge that gap? How do you make that leap from working where you're currently working and jumping into doing what you love and earning money from it? So the challenge, I guess, is to find out how you will do that. So the next card, you've got the Wheel of the Year. Now it's in your foundation position, which means that the wheel has come to rest. It's come to rest positively. The eagle is taking time out. It's not having to be on heightened alert. It's not watching from above. It's kind of watching the wheel be in a steady position, which is really, really fortunate for you, because it gives you a fantastic foundation to start from to get your wish fulfillments. Now also with the Wheel of the Year, like the Wheel of Fortune, you spin the wheel, and when it comes to rest, that's where your fortune lies. And looking at the other cards around you, you're on the right track. Whatever it is you're doing around your writing, your artwork, you are on the right track. Stay on this path and find a way to finance it, and find a way to juggle the children, and find a way to find level, peaceful ground with those who have got different memories from you. So going into the past, and I get the feeling this is quite recent, is that you've got the Knight of Chalices. Now when I see the Knight of Chalices, a lot of people say, oh, it's offering a cup of love. When I see this, I see messages coming in quite fast. I wouldn't say galloping in, but they're coming in quite fast about a cup being full. Now for me, because this is going into your past, I think the messages of the cup being full is around your career. I think that for a lot of you, your career has served its purpose and it's now losing its meaning to you, and you feel that there is something that you need to move on to. So with the Knight of Chalices moving into your past, I get the feeling that a lot of you will be moving away from working for somebody else and possibly working for yourself. And also this cup, if it was a cup of love, that's moving away from you. There was something about it that wasn't quite as it seemed, wasn't quite. It was almost like somebody pushed the cup your way and then went, oh no, you can't have that. But when it comes to the business side of things, it's around your job role. It's not around what you want to do. So that is moving away from you, which is really positive, because it will give you the nudge that you will need to get the children sorted out, to make sure that you've finished your apprenticeship and that you've got the leads that you need to do what you want to do. Now, when in your thoughts and your feelings, you have got the Eight of Pentacles, and again, it's making money from your craft. This is what you want to do. It's your dream. Get it out of your dreams and get it into your reality. You have the ability to do this. You're very, very talented. Don't let anybody put you down. This is something that you need to be doing. It's not something that you just want to do. It is a deep need within you to be able to achieve doing what you love. Also in your thoughts, you have the Green Man. Now, the Green Man in other decks is the Fool, and it's like starting a new journey, but not quite knowing where you're going, what pitfalls are going to happen, what things you need to have in your kit to make sure that your journey runs smoothly. And like everything else, when you start out anew, whether it's business, whether it's love or whatever, you've got a lot of hope. You've got a lot of leaps of faith to do. Trust. You need to get to the point of trust, and you need to get this out of your head, that the new start, that you might not have everything, you have. You need to trust that you can do this. It's not a leap of faith. It is not hope. This is what you are able to achieve. Now, going into the future, between this full moon and next full moon, you've got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is accolade, recognition, it's celebrations, it's people watching you, seeing you blossom and bloom into something that they are really proud of collectively. I'm not just talking about your family, I'm talking about your community. I am talking, you are going to be the buzzword with this, whoever this is for. And keeping in mind, these readings are general readings, so things might not resonate with absolutely everybody. Take what you can, leave the rest. But for those of you that are thinking of your writing, your artwork, making games, decorating, gardening, whatever it is that is creative around you that you can draw on, is going to get this moving for you. And in the future, you are going to see rewards of recognition that you've never seen before. And it may be that part of this is that you've walked life on your own, or from a very early age you weren't recognised for the person that you were growing up, and you found that people were putting you down. And I just heard the word teacher. You may have had a teacher that wasn't very kind to you, and you may have had another teacher who brought this out in you, that brought this on in you. And the juggling could be this memory that I was saying to you, that other people have got memories of things that are going to be different from their perspective. So whoever this resonates for, people are going to be looking on and looking at you with pride. So your recognition is coming. So we're going to ask the archangels if they can offer some advice. Oh my goodness, that was a bit fierce. Hold on, I will be back. We'll start with the one that flew the furthest. You've got Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Sounds good to me. Now, Raphael is a healer. For those of you that are moving into new relationships, he will make sure that you've healed and that you're able to accept the new love with open arms and open heart. For those of you that are maybe going through a breakup at the moment, when I saw the deep lasting spiritual insights, part of the healing is that we start finding the spiritual side of ourselves, and if we've already started on that path, we then have a higher vibration of dealing with people. And it may be that the healing that Raphael offers you is that you will no longer want to deal with lower vibrational people anymore. There's quite a few of these. There's a lot of advice around. So, 9 of Gabriel. And this says, stay determined, move forward, be prepared for any possibility. Environmental action. So some of you might be environmentalists even. Right. So, we have the page of Michael, which says, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contacts or documents very thoroughly. So that kind of comes in with the being able to learn, it being new. Just check everything out that you've got your kit together. And it doesn't matter if you haven't got it together. You just need to start the journey. You have the 2 of Raphael. 2 hands dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. And then you've got the Ace of Michael. You've got 2 aces. Wow, okay. The Ace of Michael says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others, which takes you back to other people seeing memories differently to you. So I'm going to do my new deck last, just because I'm still not 100% sure with it, and I might have to refer to the book. So let's ask Gaia if she's got any guidance for you for this full moon, August 2019. Gaia, can we have some, oh, thank you, guidance for the collective is what I was going to say. Okay, so some of you are experiencing a lost love. Some of you are going through a surrender, healing and release process. So wherever you are in this relationship, if it's come to an end, and it may, I get the feeling that this is for people who have lost a love in the past, and it's taken you a long time to recover from this. And this is why Raphael has come out to tell you that there is something else in the pipeline for you, because you did surrender, you did start to heal, and you have released from that. But you just need to have the faith that there is other new prospects out there for you, and it is going to be really special. So then you have Jewel within a Teardrop. Now this card is apprehension, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So for some of you that have been through this loss, have been through some difficulties in your life of being on your own or not recognised for the value that you bring to the table, there's going to be a reconnection between you, your spirit, nature and the material world. So there's going to be a massive balance for you. It's going to be quite amazing, to be honest with you, and the end result is going to be this accolade. So the advice from Gaia is you are doing okay, you're doing things right. You might not feel it at the moment, but you are doing things right. You are reconnecting with your spirit. You have done some of this healing. There may be some residue left over from the healing, but that is going to really come around and be quite beneficial for you, because when you bring 2 new people together and you've got the Ace and the 2 of Raphael and the romantic relationships, We can all be airy-fairy and lost in the moment, but what you actually need is to see beyond the airy-fairy, beyond the romantic bit, and get to the point where the two hearts are coming together to create something very special. So I'm going to ask the angels now, not the archangels, the other lot, if they have anything to add. Anything to add to the full moon reading for August 2019, please. And a card to add to the reading. I'm going to take that one. Okay. So growing up, you may have felt that you were alone. You may have felt that you weren't being recognised for who you were, how special you were, and you may have felt that you were put down and even bullied in some respects. But the angels want you to know that you are never alone, and you are never alone. They are always around you. And if you don't believe in angels and the spirits and all the rest of it, you have to believe in your ancestors, because you wouldn't be here if they hadn't walked before you. So even if you don't believe in the angels, the ancestors will always walk beside you. I am going to do a Blessed Bee card. We'll do that right at the end, and then we're going to use the new cards, and we're going to ask Gaia for a dream for the collective for the full moon, please. A dream for the collective for the full moon, please. There we go. Oh, I like this one. Okay, so the dream for the collective, the full moon, is Six of Water. She is beautiful. She is spiritual. She is the most nice. If this is a person, she's the nicest person you've ever met, and she doesn't do anybody any harm. She sees the best in people all the time, and she gets people just draw to her. They warm to her immediately. And this could be a man as well. This could be a male. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female. But they offer friendship wholeheartedly. They offer their cup wholeheartedly, and not just as lovers, but their friendships run deep. Their colleagues, they know that they can turn to her, and she will help out wherever she can. She is just an abundance of love. She is a lovely card to get for the dream from Gaia. So looking at her and looking at your other cards and the spirituality and the reconnection of that, and the angels that are around you at the moment for the whole collective, I'm just going to be saying to you, you're moving to a higher vibration, guys. You are, you're leaving the lower vibration behind, and it's going to be really apparent. I don't know if any of you saw the closing of the Lion Gate reading. Look up the Lion Gate and then have a look at the reading for the closing of the Lion Gate reading. I put it on yesterday because it was the closing yesterday. Go and have a look at that, because that kind of like run in with this full moon reading, and this beautiful spirit that is coming through. She's just gonna be there to help you, to guide you, to encourage you, to love you, whatever it is that you need to move on and do these wonderful things with your truth, your love, your heart, and your talent. So we've asked for some blessing cards for the full moon, and we've got a blessing for those who are growing old. Now, even though you're growing old, it doesn't mean that you get away with anything. Even if you're growing old, you can still paint, you can still write, you can still draw, you can still illustrate, you can draw some tarot cards and make people very happy. you can teach the younger generation, you can be an inspiration, you can be a role model. So the blessing for getting old is all of those things wrapped up. It is the moon, the crescent moon, it is everything to do with your wisdom and your inner truth. And then we pulled another blessing card, which is a blessing for your intuition. So listen to your little voices, your gut feelings, those feelings that tell you something's right or wrong. That feeling or that thought that pops into your head goes, oh, no, don't do that. Or the feeling where you just go, oh, I don't think so. Listen to your intuition. It is heightened at the moment, and around the full moon it will be even more so. So use your intuition for your new venture. Use your intuition for this new wonderful relationship that's coming in. Please let me know if that happens over the next month. I'm just going to pull one more card because I didn't use the fairy cards, and I do normally, and I wasn't going to, and then I just suddenly got this feeling that we needed a fairy card, and there we have it. And we have the travel card, and it says an upcoming help proves to be life-changing in positive ways. Okay. Help proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So that's the last one, which is the fairy card. Right, my lovelies, I'm really sorry that the camera went off again. I will splice it together. And I will catch you next time, which will be at the weekend, for your weekly general read and your weekly spiritual read. Have a great full moon. Take care of yourselves. Blessed be.